Hello everyone, I am back here with the topic Stanya Sampat, that is qualities of ideal breast milk. I know few people are waiting for this my topic video, but sorry for the delay. So today I am covering the topics in this video is Stanya Sampat, that is qualities of ideal breast milk. Sthana Sampat means qualities of ideal breast. Don't confuse here with Stanya Sampat and Sthana Sampat. Sthanya means breast milk, whereas Sthana means only breast. And Sthanya Pariksha, that is clinical tests of the breast milk for the purification, and Sthana Panam, that is breastfeeding, techniques of the breastfeeding. These four topics today we will cover in this video. Okay, now let's start the video. Okay, here Sthanya Sampat means the qualities of ideal breast milk. This topic slightly we saw in the last video, that is breast milk video, Sthanyam video, whereas the physiology and physiology of production of breast milk and physiology of ejection of breast milk and ideal Sthanya Sampat, that is ideal qualities, we saw in last video also. Once we'll glance that, it is known as the Kashyapa Samhita Sutrasthana, whereas Kashyapa is father of Kaumara Bhritya. He mentioned as Avyavahata Balanga Ayurrogo Vardate Sukham Shishuddhatreyo Napatihi Shuddhakshirasya Lakshanam. What he said, that is Kashyapa explained has the unpaired strength, body parts and longevity, sufficient growth and development in a disease-free state, along with comfortable state of child and mother are the features of pure milk. Means who is having the breast milk baby, if the breast milk is pure and ideal, such children will be having good strength, unimpaired strength, body parts and longevity of life, and growth and development will be good. What all will be covered in growth and development? Maybe height of the baby, weight of the baby according to age, BMI, that is body mass index of the baby, all will cover in the growth and development. And in growth and development also the all milestones will be covered. This all will be accurate according to age, and especially the state of long with comfortable state of child and mother, both will be stable here. It is the sign of ideal breast milk according to Acharya Kashyapa, whereas Vagbhatacharya opines that the milk which mixes completely in water forming homogeneous mixture, and that which does not have any dosa vitiation is ideal for the baby. What Acharya Vagbhata says, the milk which mixes homogeneously completely in the glass of water, and the milk which is not vitiated by any dosha is the ideal breast milk for the baby. So here what we can guess, the baby who is stable without any diseases, and the baby and mother both will be comfortable for long duration after feeding, and the baby will be having correct growth and development according to age, is the ideal features of ideal breast milk, that is pure breast milk. We'll see some features, ideal features in milk, what all the accurate terms should be in the milk so that the milk will be pure. That is, the volume of the milk is 2 Anjali, and color should be Shankhavabhasa or Panduram. Panduram means pure white, and taste of the milk is Madhuram or Kashayanurasam. Smell Madhugandhi. Guna Laghu. Virya Sheetam. Vipaka Madhura. Karma Vata Pitta Shamana. And when we test for the plain water test, how the feature of the milk should be, formation of a homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture is nothing but should completely mix with the water without any other signs like foamy, frothy or lining everything. It should mix completely in the water, and clinical features helps in attaining proper growth and development for a child. These are the ideal features of the milk which is known as pure milk. If these features are perfect in a milk, then that milk is pure for the baby. We saw the ideal features of milk, but to have the ideal features of milk, first the mother should be ideal, that is the mother should be pure without any disease, so that the automatically if mother is fit and fine, the breast milk will be pure. So they give the features in mother. A mother with ideal quality of milk will be free from disease in every aspects. As I said, if the mother is fit and fine with nutritious diet, with regular sleep, bowel movements, everything, then automatically the breast milk will be pure and ideal for the baby. So the ahara vihara should be maintained correctly or accurately according to season and according to environment of the baby, so that the breast milk will be pure and baby will get the nutritious breast milk for the growth and development. Next topic is Sthana Sampat. As I mentioned before, don't confuse with Sthana Sampat and Stanya Sampat, whereas Stanya Sampat is ideal breast milk and Sthana Sampat means qualities of breast. Sthana means breast. So what is Sthana Sampat here? As we all know, as I said in last slide, if the mother is fit and fine, then automatically the breast milk also will be nutritious. For that, first of all, the breasts or the shape, size or the ejaculation, everything, or the nipple movement of the ejection and the shape of the nipple to come to the mouth of the baby, everything should be perfect, so that the baby will get the sufficient breast milk. So we should know the qualities of breast, so that if the milk is pure also, if the baby is not able to latch the nipple, or maybe there is some deformity in the nipple, then the baby can't have the milk. So we should know the qualities of breast also. For that, the quantitatively the breast how should be, our Acharya Charaka in his Charaka Samhita mentioned in 8th chapter Sharirasthana 53rd shloka, he mentioned as Tatreyam Sthana Sampat na ati urdhvo na ati lambava na ati krushava na ati pinaucheti, means these are the features how the breast or nipple should be. Na ati urdhva means it should not be too long. Na ati lambavat, it should not be too fatty. It should not be too short. And na ati krushava means thin, it should not be too thin. And na ati pinaut, these are the features of the breast or nipple is not only for the cosmetic purpose, but for the free ejaculation of the breast milk, or correct sufficient providing milk for the baby. So you all may be thinking, why our acharyas were so conscious for the shape of the breast? As I am explaining, the shape of the breast is main for the ejaculation of the milk, so that the baby should get sufficient and comfortable milk for the feeding. So we want the correct shape of the breast and nipple, so that the baby who sucks the nipple will get the sufficient and comfortable milk for the feeding. So this was the topic of Sthana Sampat, that is qualities of breast. Mainly in exams, to make you confusion, they will ask for 2 marks Sthana Sampat and Stanya Sampat. While writing, see what is Stanya Sampat and what is Sthana Sampat. When they ask for Stanya Sampat, you should write ideal breast milk qualities, and if they ask for Sthana Sampat, you should write the qualities of breast. Okay. So now next point is Stanya Parikshana, examination of breast milk. Till now we saw the ideal qualities of breast milk and ideal qualities of breast. But to know the ideal qualities of breast milk, we should test something for that, so that we will get to know the breast milk is pure or not, right? For that we should examine some points like clinical tests, plain water test and organoleptic test. What are these 3 points? What are these tests? We'll see. Here clinical test means nothing but the clinical features of the breast that is, as we saw in last slide, shape and size of the breast, and the features of the or signs and symptoms of the baby and mother. As we saw the ideal qualities of breast milk, in ideal qualities of breast milk the baby will have accurate growth and development. We should see for that. And the clinical features of mother overcomes here, that if the mother is in diseased form or diseased condition, automatically the breast milk will be vitiated. We should see for that. That point comes here in clinical tests. And whereas second point, plain water test, is in this plain water test, take a cup of clean water in a clean glass vessel, express the milk directly into the vessel and observe the different pathological patterns. As I said, if the breast milk is pure, then automatically the plain water test, what it will show? Homogeneous mixture. The breast milk will mix completely in a glass of water. But if the breast milk is having some vitiation of doshas, then when you pour the milk in a glass of water, some points it will show the pathological patterns, like color consistency. Color consistency will be Rajimata or Tantumata, and density Apsu Majja or Apsu Plavanam, and spreading nature Visarpati. These all will be pathological patterns present in the glass of water when you pour the breast milk. If it is having any vitiation of doshas, then as we say, if it is vitiated by vata, then it will float on the glass of water, it will not sink down. And if it is vitiated by the pitta dosha, then the straight line will be formed, like thread formation will be formed in a glass of water. And if it is vitiated by the kapha dosha, then automatically it will settle down. The density will be more, so that due to kapha it will settle down in the glass of water. If it is pure, then it will mix completely with the in a glass of water. These are the features in the plain water test. Next test here is organoleptic test. How this examination is done? This organoleptic test examination deals with those features of milk which can be perceived by the sensory organs. Which can be perceived by our sensory organs are eyes. With eyes, what all features you can say by seeing the breast milk? Vaivarnyata, that is color, how it should be, Fena Sanghatam, Harita Rakta Pitavabhasa. Altered color it will be present. This you can see by eyes. It is one of the organoleptic test. Next is nose. By nose, what you can see or what you can examine? Nothing but altered smell. Vaigandhyam is observed by nose. And next sensory organ is tongue. By tongue, what you can examine? Altered taste. Vairasyam, Kashaya Rasata, Alpa Madhura Rasatam or Katu Rasatam. These all you can examine by the tongue. Then next organ is skin. By skin, how you can examine the breast milk? By touching whether it is too hot, that is Ushna, or whether it is cold, that is Shita, and whether it is slimy, means by touch you can say the milk is slimy, thick or thin, that is Pychillium, slimy. These all you can examine by the skin. So this was about the organoleptic test. So in Stanya Pariksham, what all you will cover? Clinical tests, plain water test and organoleptic test. By these three tests you can say whether the breast milk is pure or not. If it is having any vitiation or any features that is not ideal, then in next step you can go for which dosha is vitiated, and we can go for the treatment of that dosha. The last point here about the breast milk is Stanya Panam, that is breastfeeding. Okay, we all got to know what is the pure breast milk, what is the pure breast, and the tests to examine the breast milk. But after all this, after the purification of breast milk, at the peak of the point, we should know the correct way of feeding and correct way of position of the mother and the child. So if the milk is pure and the breast is pure, then at last the feeding should be correct, so that the baby will get the comfortable and correct way of feeding, right? So here we will know the way of breastfeeding. In that, 3 points is techniques of breastfeeding, preparation of child and preparation of mother. Here preparation is nothing but our acharyas mentioned some points of preparation and position of the child and mother. In techniques of breastfeeding, what all we can say? First of all, at the earliest of the birth, immediately after birth, within 1 to 2 hours, we should start breastfeeding. Whether you will get the breast milk or not, it's later. You should start feeding immediately after birth. In 1 to 2 hours, you should give the nipple for the baby's mouth, so that it will start sucking. If the milk is not ejected also, by the love and the sucking of the nipple, the milk starts to ejaculate, first thing. And next thing is, you should feed the baby for every 2 to 3 hours till 6 months, and you should give exclusively breast milk only till 6 months if you are having sufficient breast milk. And if within 2 hours the baby cries also, whether the baby crying or it is discomfort, first you should see the time whether the baby is fed before 2 hours. If it is completed 2 hours, then you can go for feeding. But don't think that whenever the baby cries, baby will be crying for feeding only. You should see the other discomforts of the baby. If the baby is comfortable in everything, then you should go for feeding. It's not that if baby is crying, it will cry only for feeding. It may be due to discomfort bed, it may be due to colic pain, that is abdomen pain, or maybe gas problem. Likewise, you should see for other reasons also, and then go for feeding for every 2 to 3 hours. If baby is passing urine 8 to 12 times per day, then it is the sign that baby is getting sufficient breast milk. If baby is getting sufficient breast milk, then till 6 months go for exclusively breast milk. Don't feed any other foods or diet for the baby except breast milk till 6 months of age. Then next comes preparation of child. Here preparation of child is nothing but our acharyas mentioned some points like the baby has to be bathed and dressed with new cloths. Nothing but after birth the baby should be cleaned with new cloth. Then the baby should be facing north. As you all know, in olden days the facing towards that side, or the site of the sitting of the mother, or for any new work or puja, they were seeing the side of the or the way of the sitting. So they said that the baby should be facing north while starting of the feed, and see that the whole nipple or areola should be covered in the baby's mouth, so that the milk which is ejected will go completely in baby's mouth, and the neck should be moved little upwards so that the baby can swallow easily. And please avoid feeding while sleeping or lying position, because baby may get choke. This was about the preparation of child. Next, coming for preparation of mother, our acharyas mentioned mother should be faced towards east. As you all know, first we will give right breast. If the mother is sitting towards the east, automatically the baby will be facing north. It is correct. And then a little milk should be expressed out before feeding. Nothing but the cleaning of the breast or cleaning of the nipple immediately after birth. Initially the right breast has to be given for feeding. Here right breast is, as we all know, in olden days whatever they do first thing they will do with the right hand or right side, because they believe that the right side is a pure or the good one to start or initiate something. So they said the right breast should be given first, and the mother should sit straight and hold the baby's neck with the upward position, so that the baby will be in comfortable position. And as I said, avoid feeding while sleeping or lying position. And you can use the feeding pillows. Nowadays it is available. Feeding pillows you can use for your comfortable. And don't you lie down till the baby should be brought up, so that you will not get back pain. And you can have the back support of wall or pillow, and you can feed in the comfortable position, so that the baby will be also comfortable and you also will be comfortable, and baby will get the sufficient breast milk or feeding. Okay, then this was a small attempt about explaining the qualities of breast milk, qualities of breast, and examination of the breast milk to test whether the milk is pure or not, and the techniques of breastfeeding, maybe the position and way of feeding. Hope you all got the topic, and it was about the breast milk and breast. We'll meet in the next video with new topic. Thank you.